and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches News. Today with me, Steph and Docs.
Hello.
And today we're going over Wolverine Revenge by Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo. And this, just to make it very clear, non-canon. This is absolutely not canon.
Yeah, you have to specify when it comes to the revengeing.
Well, not just that, but given all the other things that happen in here, oh God, it is definitely not canon.
Yeah, it would have a lot of long-term lasting effects.
If there wouldn't be much left of the world if it was. Oh, look at these! Look at some of the covers here.
Dude, the artwork is really good.
Yep. 0 a.m. after Magneto, the Savage Land, Antarctica. I can feel it in the air. It's death and it's close, but we have to be brave, brothers. Our people are depending on us. Well, that's scary talk, no doubt. But that's scary talk, no doubt. I guess you're lucky I was in the neighborhood. What are we looking for again? The great beast. Normally it left us alone, feeding in the deep jungle. But something changed when the sky flashed purple. It started attacking our village, hunting us, killing us. No one sleeps, Wolverine. They're afraid to. Do you know what that's like, friend? No? But my enemies sure do. It's here! Stay close, be strong. If we are together, nothing can stand against us. Nothing can. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's how it goes. So much bark and so little bite. Chomp! That's more like it. Snick, shink, shink. Hurts, don't it? This is what happens when you run into something meaner than you. Normally, I'm not quite so orderly, but I came down here to unwind, unplug, and disappear. Then you made the mistake of interrupting my vacation. Vacation? What's that? I mean, I've heard of it, but I never actually experienced one. Nick Fury, you better have a good reason for being here and an even better one for interrupting my fun. My God, you really don't know, do you? Well, you've been down here disconnected. The entire world has lost its mind. And worse than that, it's on its last leg. I'm here to recruit you, Wolverine. I need you. America needs you. Hate to break it to you, Bob, but I'm Canadian. Well, bad news on that front. I'm sorry to say there really isn't a Canada anymore. And so I figured you might make an exception. We're estimating 100 million people are already dead. I suppose we should be grateful. Asteroid NM came in at an angle and detonated above Quebec. And bad for all of North America and most of Northern Europe and Asia. Though it probably spared a couple billion lives in India and Southern Asia. The fact remains, what we knew at the West, as the West probably has less than a week before it's gone for good. And those millions very quickly become billions. And what? You were lucky enough to be on a helicarrier shielded from the blast? No, we were actually on the other side of the world running a Five Eyes op on near pass. That's what saved us. Logan, the Shield fleet had 20 full functional helicarriers in operation when Asteroid M blew up. You're now looking at the last 3. Are you sure we're not focusing on the wrong thing, Nick? Shouldn't we be helping to save as many people as we can, not running a military op? Cap, the EMP it released was strong enough to fry absolutely everything. There isn't a working phone, computer, light bulb, train, plane, or power plant for thousands of miles that'll ever work again. The only way to save people is to find some way to turn the lights back on, which is exactly what we're doing. This isn't a military operation, gentlemen. It's a heist, and that's the target, Tunguska Station. We're 100 miles out from it now, and if our intel's correct, it's the home of the only cold fusion SEED reactor to ever exist. 2 problems, of course. It ain't ours, and it is theirs. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, which we believe currently being run by Mastermind. I don't suppose appealing to their better natures in the cards. You're holding out hope that these people have better natures, Steve. I can promise you they don't. I am curious, how did the station survive the blast? On that front, we have no idea. All we know is that it's the very last light in a very dark world. I'll be running the mission from the sky. providing cover for you and Clay Quartermain, Maria Hill, and Dum Dum Dugan will be in command of each individual helicarrier. Captain America, Winter Soldier, Wolverine, the three of you, along with the strike team, will head into the base and then extract the SEED. I want to be very clear. We succeed here today, full stop, because failure means that 1 billion people die. So failure is not an option. Can I count on you? Yes, Colonel. Absolutely. You really need to ask, Nick. I'm ready. Oh, I'm more than ready. What else we gonna do, bub? And they're gonna do. All right, we'll be on the site in 20. Everyone say your prayers. Get right with God and be ready to do your job. 20 minutes later, I don't see nothing on the scope, dum-dum. But we just lost a ship. Where did that come from? Nick, it came from Clay's helicarrier. What? Clay, what the hell are you doing? I'm sorry, Colonel. Clay isn't in right now. But if you hold on for a moment, you'll be able to chat with him in person. Oh, God. Cap, go now! Get out of the ship! Jump! Jump! How far away are we? Take a look. So, yeah, see what I mean by this not being canon?
Yeah. There would basically be nothing left after this.
Yep. How much opposition do you think we should be expecting there, Bucky? Could be fully staffed, which means we're going to run into patrols on the way. Or it could be a skeleton crew. Only one way to find out. Yeah, we had 3 helicarriers, a complete strike team. Now all that's left is us. So everyone split up and make the entry point on the north side. Be careful out there. You don't know what we're walking into. Chink! It's too quiet. I took a wider path down, crossed back on my own tracks just to make sure it was clear. Nice and careful like. But someone should be down here already. Someone should. Something's wrong. Look at Cap! Of course he's fighting his shield.
Right.
I'm always an enemy in this land, but it never fails to awe me. The stark beauty of this place is something to behold. But I'm a soldier, and there will always be a war, and so I will. I know you're all there. I can smell the blood on each of you. You might as well come out, Sabretooth, and let's get this over with. Actually, Runt, while Deadpool wanted to do you from a distance, and Omega Red wanted to gut you up close, I had to explain to them that we needed to take it somewhat easy on you. The boss wants a word with you before we shut your eyes for good.
Sabretooth looks insane here.
He does. You awake?
Omega Red, right?
Yep, Omega Red and Deadpool.
Let's go.
Yep. What happened? The Brotherhood happened. There's something else going on here. There's something wrong with my chest. Yeah, mine too. I was awake when they did it. Don't know how they overcame my healing factor, but they cut me open and stuck something in there. I'm guessing they did the same to you. Your guess would be correct, Wolverine. I have a brilliant and gifted mind, but it still took no small number of permutation and combination of Omega Red's disease before we could find one strong enough to temporarily stunt your powers so we can get something inside of you. Then we put it in behind your ribcage, so your body wouldn't be able to push it out as it healed. Clever, I thought. You might disagree. What is it?
Is this loosely like was that Origins that everybody hated? Was this like loosely like it did this like inspire the movie?
No. First of all, this is recent. This is very recent. This one here.
Oh
no, and that's a different story. Actually,
I know it's a different
like
story.
Origins.
But sometimes they'll actually like take parts from. I didn't know this was so recent.
Yeah. This is very recent. In fact, the main reason why I made this a choice was the Red Band just got a digital release. So I was able to get that one for this. Otherwise, it would have been 1 through 4 Red Band, and then the last one not, which I felt not fair.
That's
it. So it's that recent. But yeah,
gotcha.
Up in a bomb, meat go boom, and dinner gets served. Why? You can't possibly think you could blackmail us or coerce us into helping you in any way. Not with what's at stake. Yeah, they know, Bucky. They're just playing with their food. Not surprising for these bunch of bastards. But I expected better of you, Petey. And what is that? And Tavach and Colossus is wisdom.
Oh, well.
Because you believe your cause is right, and therefore your thievery is righteous. That is the West is owed it, and we should simply let you take it. You put a bomb in my chest, and you're gonna lecture me, Colossus? No, I would never do that to you, Logan. Then what are you going to do? Perhaps I should let you go home to your people, prepare for a cold winter, and to bury those who do not survive. Maybe and maybe not. Or just so you know, the bombs were my idea. Think of it as a deterrent. See, I got my finger on the naughty button just in case you decide not to leave. But between you and me, I hope you don't, because I really want to mash it. Logan? Yeah, I'm not going to make it the trip. I've got unfinished business here, but you should go. Let everyone know what happens here. See if you can help. But hurry. I'm guessing that thing is arranged, and you want to be outside the boundary as soon as possible. You want to come up there, Petey, or do you want to come down here and explain yourself? What is to explain? And we did not cause any of what has happened. We are just as much victims of circumstances as you. So you just got lucky, and the lights in this place stayed on. Yet, this was Unas the Untouchable, and that was Unas the Untouchable. He protected this place, and he died doing so. And there's the scene for today. Everybody's got to go sometime. Better to go out with a bang, I say. Well, that and never trust a man with a clicker. Bye-bye, Bucky, and bye-bye, Cap.
Wow.
You bastard! I'll cut the thing out before I give you the satisfaction of doing that to me. And then when I'm done doing that, I'm coming for all of you. I wish it didn't have to be this way, Logan. But it does. Sometimes someone must lose. This day, it is the West. And it is you, old friend. Bye-bye, America. And to you, their hat. Ah!
Jeez.
That is a lot of blood. Yes, and now it's done. What's next? Now we take the seed and relight our half of the world. And tomorrow in the years to come, when the sun rises, it will be to shine on our flourishing land and on the graves of the West, for they will be gone, and there will be no one left for them to remember them. He healed!
Of course he
Of
did.
course he did.
What do you think of that
He's a
star?
demon.
That was cool.
He's a demon. Yeah. I love it. Wolverine is such a good character.
Yeah.
Yep. They were the best. They were the best of us, and they will be missed. But I have to say, if I'm lucky, maybe they were lucky to go so clean. Being spared what's to come. The mission. You sent an LMD, didn't you? Damn it. You can come on out, Fury. I know. Oh, that's when it says, I know you're here. You sent an LMD. I did. Last one I had working. Never your ass in the fire, is it? Why am I not surprised? I've known you for 50 years. You've known me for 50 years. Oh, I just want to double check what's it. No, never mind. After a while, we simply are who we are. Oh,
Jeez.
What are you going to do now? Nothing to do. We failed. The Empire has fallen, and now we're lucky. Only a couple 100 million people on this continent are going to die. All that's left of the great American experience is less than 20 nuclear subs rolling in the deep water. And I give those good men a few months before they're warlords and pirates. I've seen the horror of one world war, faced my worst nightmares in the jungle, and endured the cold hell of the Cold War. I promise you, this is going to be worse. What am I going to do? I'm going to find myself a nice bottle of bourbon and crawl into a hole with my best gun. Then, someday soon enough, see my friends on the other side. Well, when you do, tell them I said you're only late because you're a terrible drunk. Even worse shot. What about you, Logan? What are you gonna do? 3 months later, the Dakotas. Well, my other senses weren't backing him up. I swear my eyes were lying to me. Danny Moonstar, who was not expecting to see you here. Hello, Logan. I hope you weren't trying to sneak up on us. If so, you missed about 100 motion sensors we have surrounding this place. Wasn't sneaking anywhere. Just heading towards the only light that's burning and bright. You're trespassing. You have powers while no one else does. I think I know why. And the why is why I'm here. And if he doesn't want to see you, what then? Am I going to have to make you leave? I hear that demon bears love fear when they smell it from a world away. Well, that ain't my scent, and I ain't that guy. I sure ain't leaving without talking to him. So what happens next is up to the two of you. 2 days later, north and east. How much further, Forge? but the impact zone and it's close. We're almost there. You sure I can't talk you out of this? Retribution's a dark past. Revenge is a master no man should serve. Yeah, well, it's all I got left. The world ended, and instead of surrendering to despair, I steeled myself to raising up something new, and grabbing those around me who could see the dream for what it was. Sounds like heaven. And you offer me an invite until you wake up from this madness that has taken you, you friend. There's no place for you on the mountain. I fear for where your future lies, Logan. I fear it is not heaven that waits for you. We are here. I thought there'd be more debris or something. Kissing the edge of apocalypse always elicits a response from the fanatic. Something awful happened, and so they believed that it could not be avoided, that it was fate. The true believers of Magneto cleared the place of any remnants of Asteroid M, only trinkets of their mutant prophet of doom. Then how do you know he is here? I assumed that the impact would have buried him deep enough that they would not be able to find him. My scan of the area as we arrived confirmed that. He's beneath our very feet. You got some kind of high-tech doodad we can dig him out with? I do. Here, start digging. Later, I think I found him. Yep, there he is. I wonder what killed you, Eric. Guess we'll never know. Think this'll do? A little more shielding. Touch of vibranium for feedback? Yes, I can make it work. The city that's named has been erased. Unbelievable. It's got the whole place brainwashed. Alone. Damn. Well, Waindrig, hard to argue you don't have a type. Hard to argue you're not that guy. The one who tells the same story over and over again, expecting it's going to somehow turn out different. Who's this? An invited guest? Someone beyond my thrall? To whom do I owe the pleasure? We'll get to that in a second. First, I want to know where the others are. Rasputin, I know. But Wade, Creed, Omega Red, where are your pals, Mastermind? Rasputin cast us out. Said we were beneath him, but you shouldn't know anything about that. That you do makes me curious. And while I do know where my companions are, I won't be one giving up all my secrets. Instead, I'll be taking all of yours, breaking your will, breaking your mind, and shifting through things you have hidden in your head. Starting with, who are you? Bad news on that front, bub. All my secrets are safely locked and staying safely locked inside here. But I'll give you one guess as to what's really motivating this bad behavior of mine. Servants, save me! Throw yourself at him! Too late for that. There ain't no one here who can save you. As for your secrets, I'll have to figure out some other way to dig them out.
That's funny, dude.
Yep.
Him wearing the helmet is insane.
Yeah, but hey, you're dealing with a psychic.
Yeah, no, that's the best way.
Gotta ask. Yep. Closer to getting to the equator, the more stabilized things are. Sure, migration's a disaster, but it always is. But when I was coming back up north, as far as I got, the bleaker things were. It's lights out for a couple 100 miles outside things being on fire till I got here. So I'm curious, how are you powering this place? A little geothermal, some captured isotopes, but mostly a refurbished CR pulse drive and converted into a dynamo. Should last us 50 or 60 years. All courtesy of my mutant gifts as a builder. Okay, think I got it. It was tricky because he's done so much work on his brain, but I wired into Mastermind's hippocampus, accessing memories. Looks like Colossus is where you thought he'd be, and Omega Red is pretty close. Deadpool shows up in multiple locations. Seems like he was moving between all of them. Probably because no one wants him around. Whatever the reason, I'd assume that's what we have on him is less reliable. Agreed? Right here. Looks like he's made a home in the desert. Where are you going first? Old business before new business. What about the other thing I asked for? Can you make it? I did it while you were gone. 1 week later. Yeah? I bet you're surprised to see me alive. Yeah? Not a bit. Take a lot more than a bomb in my chest to stop me dead. Figure that means you had half a chance of doing the same. I'm surprised to see you here right now, though. Why is that? because I assume you're handling all this about as good as you handle any other tragedy. You always lose, so you're always looking to get even. But you're surprised my plan includes you? Nah, I just think you got grudges that go all the way down. Yeah, and I got a few, including you, Creed. See, that's what I'm talking about. I figured you want to settle most of them before you came up, Snake Eye. And we both know you can't take me. And any revenge you want, it ends right here, and it ends right now. Like, you've always been weak. Any last words, Runt? Sure. That all you got? I guess I could prolong things a bit. Savor the experience, kick you while you're down, rip out your heart, remind you that I own you. Always have, always will. I think you talk too much. Well, sorry for that. I'll admit that things have been dull out here in the desert. Nothing good to hunt, nothing good to kill. You're a welcome distraction. I think I broke your bike. Actually, it ain't my bike. Borrowed it from a friend, and he ain't gonna be happy with what you did to it. That ain't gonna. Something's wrong. I'm not healing. Yeah, I know. That same friend built a neutralizer into the biker's headlamp, and now your mutant powers are gone, Creed. I'm healing up just fine, but you're bleeding out. It's been a long time coming, but you're done. Oh, yes. Maybe now you'll do what you did to me for so long. I'll do to you what you've done to me. Tear you apart, little by little. Come back next year, the year after, and the year after, and that, and cut another piece off of you. Or we could just go the other way, and I could end you right now. End me? You think you can still take me, Runt? You're talking to the wrong wolf in the wrong forest. That's funny. I thought I was talking to a dead man.
Let's go.
Going by pretty quickly, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's insane, though. That's such good art.
I love the art. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's Capullo, yeah.
The way they made Sabretooth look in those panels.
Yep.
I'm impressed with that.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite, designed characters, particularly.
Yeah, and Capullo really nailed it.
Yeah, he looks really good. It's like a clean look every time, especially with the headpiece and the hair sticking out.
I've never been a big Wolverine fan, but every book we've gone through that's either very Wolverine heavy or an actual Wolverine book, I've enjoyed so much.
Yeah,
he is just such a great character.
Yeah. Right, he's a very good character to write different stories like this about, where he just tears things apart.
Yep, especially when he has nothing to lose.
Yeah, right, though.
Yep. Documents. If you have your documents ready. If you don't have transit authorization, you better have gold, because your paper money is no good here. Without one or the other, no one gets on the boat. My advice, don't waste either, because this isn't the trip you want to make. We're not headed south. Where are you going? Across the sea, through the Strait of Gibraltar, or gun running. Right now, 100,000 bodies are floating in the Med, and it ain't gonna stop. So unless you have real business there, or some angel looking to save you, I suggest you wait for the next ship. I'll say this for you. You're a hell of a salesman, and you really sold me on the idea. I'll take the ride. Maybe I wasn't being clear enough. Like you were. Now hear me. I do have real business here, of the unfinished kind. So I'm getting on this boat. And if you plan on taking the trip with me, I'd step aside. All this for a little fire. But something ain't right. It's burning too bright. Now, why is the most valuable power source on the planet, one worth death and murder and betrayal, left unprotected to run hot and melt down? Maybe it's not. Well. Look what winter has brought. The dead live again. Do you crave pain, comrade? Is that what's called you heat from and called you here? Back from the dark? Pain is nothing on the road to revenge, pal. And you're just a speed bump. And what are you? A relic of a more fair world? And if so, then you have no place here, Wolverine. You see, the power source was incomparable. incomparable with the furnace. We have fire, but only for a much shorter time. And that burning you feel, that's plague in your gut, the last gift you'll ever get from Omega Red. Shink! Yeah, I can feel it. Go ahead. Infect me with everything you can. I'll take it, and endure everything, and every bit of it, just so I can put my hands around your neck. One last time. I suppose if this place is melting down, I should leave some kind of warning sign if anyone gets close. There, that should do the trick.
Just ties him up.
Yeah, of course. Chink. Okay, you remember X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Yes.
Similar, remember?
Yeah,
They're at a nuclear power plant.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it was
This
different.
was definitely just heavily inspired by.
Yep. What? No flowers? Oh, I had some, but they died along the way. I hear ya. Like almost everything else on this godforsaken planet. Sure. I feel real bad about that. I mean, as much as someone can feel bad about an EMP that they didn't really have anything to do with. It's a bummer, man. Total downer. And I feel that. What's wrong with the reactor, Wade? I don't know. Bad wiring? Russian engineering? Maybe it was just a stupid plan anyway. After they installed it, it was leaking radiation every week or so. But now she's got an upset tummy and it's belching fallout every 20 minutes. You'll see. So why are you here? Can I be honest? Sure. I feel terrible what I did. I mean, maybe I could live with it if everything turned out okay, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I chose poorly, which is nothing new, but normally I do a pretty good job of getting over regret or just pushing the pain down until I forget that it's there. But not this time. It's too much. Well, I suppose that settles it then. What's that? The argument that people like you and I never pay for our sin, that we just heal and move on. Yeah, no getting past this one, is there? No, don't think so. Okay, then. Time to end the show, I suppose. Any clever last words, Deadpool, before you swan dive into oblivion? No, Wade. I think we've said plenty enough for far too long. See you on the other side, Logan. Sorry I blew up your friends. Hold on. Sorry, I just can't watch you do this. You mean you don't want me to die? I'm saying that this isn't the answer. Oh my God, please tell me that you want us to team up one last time. We could right all the wrongs in an R-rated kind of way. You think you could handle something like that? I took care of Mastermind, Sabretooth, and Omega Red. So you know where I'm heading next, don't you? Yes, and I'm in, baby. Let's get this death metal tour started. Hey, Wade, yeah? Do you really think someone who's done all the things we've done can be forgiven? Yeah, you know what? I guess I do. I don't. Ah! He wanted to be the one to do it, not have Wade fall into it.
Right, though. He wanted to make sure he threw him
Oh! 1 week later. Shoot! Digging a grave!
All right.
I know you see me in there. Not like I'm trying to hide. So how's we going to do this? You coming out? Or are you going to make me come in? Hello, Logan. Petey? Call me crazy, but I think you've gotten bigger. No, Tougherfish. Through the years, we've all gotten smaller. It's nice here. Peaceful. Good place for things to end, one way or the other. Go home, Logan. We have no wish for things to end like this. Don't have a home anymore, and that's because of you. Is there someone in the house? Yes. Well, I'll make sure to mark your grave so they'll know where to find you. Did you ever imagine that it would come to this? I'll tell you the truth, pal. All I can imagine now is you 6 feet under. 6 feet? I think we could do better than that. Oof! Now, Logan, let's finish this. Why'd you do it, Pete? The others, no surprise. There, even Wade. But you were the best of us. Sometimes you have to pick a side. Even allies that you despise. Because it's what's best for your family. I was your family. Yet, you were my friend. And that was not enough. Chink!
Jesus.
I am sorry it ended this way. Yeah, me too. Shrink!
Oh my god, though.
Oh, wow.
They actually did it too.
And now
Wow.
it's done. But we
That's
still got 2
insane.
more issues.
That's awesome, though.
So
That
what
was
happens
crazy.
after he gets his revenge? 20
Oh,
years later, the old world is gone and a new one has risen in its place. It was not some pale reflection of what had passed, a remembrance of what was. It couldn't be, because while people are resilient, societies are not. Almost everyone had moved on, forgotten what was. Almost everyone. Light territory, the shadow, the territory of the people. An outpost for rangers, ranchers, thieves, and explorers. Easy. I'll be back. Don't trust anyone, I wouldn't. Logan, there he is. Wolverine, Logan, welcome back. Good to see you, Logan. What's it like out there? Dry and dusty. Here you go, Logan. On the house. You see me reaching for my wallet? Thanks. Where's he at? Upstairs? Trying to get the jump on me? Ha! No one can do that. We knew you were supposed to be back today. Good and sleep. Did you find the bad guys? I did. Not something anyone has to worry about anymore. Did you bring proof? You know, for the bounty that the blind priest offered? Seems to me that doing what you're already supposed to do with money and for money and die with the old world. Not something I'm keen on bringing back. I do have something for you. Wow, thanks. Where was pride, kiddo? Now get to bed. It's late. Night is for dreaming and other things. Admiring your handiwork? Slow and steady. Fits and starts. This is how things are made. Got something for you. The last of the Reavers were holed up in an old military silo. Tough nut to crack, but I did find something special inside. Oh my, it's from before the Blackout Forge, 40 years before. Now isn't that something? We're celebrating, I say. So, what are we drinking to? Can't I just enjoy the taste of it without you trying to make it into something else? Look at what we've done, old friend. Made a place for ourselves, saved what we could, saved enough to build a new world. You should be proud. You should be content. Maybe after all these years, it's time to forget the past. Let it all go. Bury it once and for all. 1 week later, and 1 year since Wolverine was here last. Something's off. Smell of death everywhere. Rotting. Decay. What are you up to? Love what you've done with the place. If you don't like it, you can always leave. Oh, I will. I didn't plan on staying long anyway. Ready for your medicine? If you're going to do it, just do it. Don't expect me to put on a show. And look, it's Xavier's old chair.
Right, though.
I know that Forge's neutralizer is supposed to be permanent, but at some point I figured that your healing factor would adapt or something. I guess now we know this thing only has 2 speeds, working or not. But it never hurts to play safe, does it? Maybe one day things will change, and when that day comes, the old order will be restored, runt. You really think I won't put you out of your misery before then? I know you won't. I see that look in your eye. You remember. You remember my yearly visits to remind you of how special what we have is. You're right. I haven't forgotten. Well then, I guess it's time for you to start cutting more pieces off of me. Not today. Now don't go soft on me. You've got too deep for too long to think this ride just stops. There's no forgiveness for this path we're on. But you think forgiveness is a thing that will ever exist between us, Creed? I killed the others because they had it coming. Yes, that was revenge, but it was also justice. This is something else entirely. Yeah? What's that? History. One day I'm getting out of this chair, and when I do, I'm gonna gut you. Oh, it ain't happened, Creed. Not now, not ever. And then what are you waiting for? Get on with it. Do it already. Like I said, not today. What's wrong with you, Runt? Losing your appetite? Stomach getting weak? Not man enough to do the job? Not interested. Maybe when I see you again next year, I'll feel different about it. It worked. Normally you can sniff anything out. The smell of death overpowers the senses. It's too tough to cut through. So the Wolverine didn't know you were here. But now you know what he is and what you're up against. But I must say, comrade, he did not seem like much to me. Just another old man hunted by his past in a world that no longer exists. When you were a frozen embryo in a chimera lab, that old man was hanging your genetic father's corpse from a tree. Maybe the Omega clan is made of sterner stuff than Omega Red, but I swear the last thing you should be is overconfident. You called us here to finish what you and our fathers could not finish, not to engage in some pointless argument about which generation was better. We have laid eyes on him. We know his sins, and we want to pass judgment. Can we kill him now? If you're all ready to go down that road, are you? Yes. Well then, happy hunting.
Okay.
Later. Wolverine, you've taken a long road to meet a short end. Your sins have found you out, comrade. We are here to kill you, and you are here to die. Nothing less. Well, that's big talk. Let's see if you can back it up. And so who are you supposed to be? The new Omega Reds? Only one Omega Red in our clan, comrade. For I am Omega Black. He is Omega White. We are the genetic seeds of that great man. And we are here with all our strengths and infectious prowess for revenge. And we will have it. Revenge? A lot of people telling me lately that ain't no way to live. Well, they were wrong, for nothing matters more. It fills me with pride that disease and infection is the path to erasing a plague like you. How you and you feeling now? All right, who's next? Careful, brother. He's quicker than I thought. We must come from him from both sides. Whatever way you want to do it, pal, fine with me. But I gotta know, what's the camera for? Oh, that's for our audience. Well, in that case, anyone want to say goodbye to? I don't understand. I'm pumping 6 different toxins and hundreds of different and thousands of bacteria into you right now. Why won't you die? Isn't it obvious? It's because I got such good manners. So I'll die, but you first. Chink! Go!
Wow, that looks insane.
No! Face so red. Last one standing. When he found us, we thought he was mad, but now I see he was right. You must be erased from this world, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it. Is that so? Did you hear what he said? Because I sure did. He said when he found us. Who's he? You didn't have to come after me. You chose this. Just know that I can make this last all day. I'm the best there is at what I do. Creed. It was Creed. I know you can hear me. So listen up. I changed my mind. You're not going to have to wait a year, Creed. I'll be seeing you real soon. I tried to warn them, but they wouldn't listen. You see what he is? A force of nature, relentless and inevitable. Yeah, I played my part in making him that, but I know now it was a mistake, and he has to be stopped. The Omegas were just replicas of the real thing, clone bone and meat. It's clear it'll take more than poor copies of a righteous vessel to bury the Wolverine. No, it'll take someone like you, someone who needs revenge just as bad as he does. It takes a vengeance that you can't stop thinking about, a taste you can't get out of your mouth. I know you have it in you, and I can see it. Hate burning you up. Honestly, I don't know how you stand it. Him standing there, breathing, living, while your father lays buried in the ground. And he has magic sword.
That's crazy.
To be concluded, the last one.
Let's go.
This is how it's supposed to be. And this is how it's supposed to be. Field and farm as far as the eye can see. You put your hands in the ground, smell how rich the soil is, and know that anything you plant will grow. And then the harvest. Nikolai, to feed yourself, to feed others, to provide what's actually necessary. This is life as it is meant to be lived. Not sure Aunt Yana feels that way, Dad. Yes, well, your aunt and I disagree on many things, son. Maybe everything except for you. I'm not supposed to say anything because she knows you don't like it. But Yana says you used to be a hero. I was strong, stronger than most. I suspect one day you will be the same. I wasn't a hero. I was just a man forced into situations bigger than myself and forced to do things that I now regret. This life we have now is better than that old one, Nikolai. I'd rather be your father than a hero any day of the week. Now go inside and wash up, and I'll start working on dinner. Hey, Dad, just so you know, you're my hero. Now Wolverine knows. so he'll be coming here for me. Think, won't he be surprised to find you? Later. Creed! What's it gonna be? Am I coming in there, or are you coming out? Happy to. But I can't come in alone. My God, it's like seeing a ghost. You bring kids in this? Can't blame this one on me, Runt. You reap what you sow. I understand now. You're too broken and beaten to fight your own fight. What a shadow you are, Creed. I've reduced you to nothing. One completely. I'll tell you, I honestly don't even remember you as anything other than this. So I guess it was always going to end this way. Me standing over you, and you beating my beating you, my beaten dog. Ah! Damn you, Logan! Damn you! Do it now, kid! Just like we planned. Ah! Everyone has a plan, Creed. Till they don't.
Jesus.
I thought it would feel different. I thought after all this time that getting my revenge would make me feel better, complete in some way. But I don't feel nothing but the same anger burning in my heart, like a giant wound that won't heal. Maybe you should think about that. Think about it. It's all I think about. Every single day since you killed my father, who was your friend. But don't lecture me like I'm like you, some monster with a sea of bodies left in your wake. I've never killed anyone, but seeing you here, finally standing before me, I think I very much have to try. I have to, or I won't be able to sleep at night. Well, if it matters, I'm sorry about your dad. I do regret it, and I do not care. All right, then. I can see there's no talking out of this. How you want to do it? Does it matter? This probably only ends one way, in violence and pain and eventually death. Then you'll heal. Yeah? I suppose that's not really fair, is it? Forge's neutralizer takes away a mutant's power. So there you go. Fair. In memory of your old man. Come then. Pay for your sins. Pay for them in a place where such sins belong. In the hell called Limbo. This sword was a gift from my aunt, who raised me after you killed my father. It was forged here, in this terrible place that I hate almost as much as I hate you. It's fitting, as you deserve each other. I still got metal bones, boy. So you're going to have to swing harder than that. It burns. We're in hell, pal. Everything burns until it doesn't. How did it come to this? I don't know, Petey. It just did. So he's hallucinating there.
Right. He's
well, go on. Do it. You're right to. And I deserve it.
Yeesh.
And that's how it always ends. Revenge. Doesn't matter how much you lie to yourself at the start or how noble you think what you're doing is. Do it long enough, let it consume you, and you will always end up in the same spot, in a hell of your own making. With a little grace, a little mercy, some people might get past it. I hope a clean end will mean that for the kid. But for me, it was never going to happen. Okay, you caught me, I confess. I messed with Forge's neutralizer, so no, I never lost my powers. But hopefully the kid will believe it and move on. Heal in a way that I can't, and never will. What's this? Fresh souls for the furnace? I guess you think you're the guy to find out, aren't ya? Revenge led me here, and my nature made sure of it. Down a path I was never getting off of. So I guess I got exactly what I deserve. Why not make the best of it? Bad news, pal. You're in chunk. You're in my seat. How was that?
Oh my
I
God.
like that so much.
I did too. Like
Yeah,
the art
great
was so
artwork, great
good.
writing.
Yes, this story was so good.
The only thing about the writing was how many times he said, "You're the best of us," or he said, what was the last line I was just laughing at? Now I can't remember it.
Oh, you're in my seat.
No. It's a line that they repeated throughout it, like so
About
many times.
revenge?
Not just the revenge one, but there were a few. There were a few lines that just like
Repeated,
a little like lazy writing, yeah.
But
Right.
still, though, overall, though, the story was really good.
It really was. I mean, granted, we never find out exactly why Pietro did, Peter did this, but still. Or who his son's mom is. It clearly can't be Kitty.
Yeah,
Because
right.
they would have played up that connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of random. Like, was Magic his mother?
No, that's his aunt. That's his aunt who raised him.
Right.
Aunt Anna, Ileana.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. It would have to be Kitty, but why wouldn't they bring her into it?
Exactly. Well, because of course it didn't really matter.
No,
yeah,
it didn't.
in the end, it was.
No.
In the end.
It doesn't really matter. But yeah, the fact that, revenge, but at least they also set up early that there is hope for the world.
Yeah, right. They actually were able to like rebuild and replant and refarm.
You know what? This felt like it could be a really good video game.
Yeah, seriously. It definitely could.
It had that, like, dungeon crawling, stage boss type.
Wolverine's healing is a perfect excuse to die and come back.
Right, make it like the second. We have the first Deadpool game. Make it like the second Deadpool game.
Yeah, exactly.
But not be Deadpool, be mostly Wolverine, troll the audience.
That was the X-Men Origins Wolverine game that was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't think I played that.
It was good.
Of course, Sabretooth went down like a punk.
Yeah, of course. He always does.
I wanted to kind of punch him in the face really bad.
He always goes down like a punk in the end. Like, that's the only way he can go down.
He does, but it's like way too, like, he always feels like an emo kid to me.
He does.
And it's like an unnecessary emo kid.
It's always like, I'm here to teach you a lesson. Fight me.
I did like Nikolai being the final opponent here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I do too. Like, until he's in limbo. Like, I like that he tried to trick him by not neutralizing his powers, and then
just so Nikolai can move on.
Limbo for it. Right. Yeah, and then ends up stuck in limbo.
But he doesn't care. He deserves it. He feels he deserves it.
Oh, of course, because he kind of does.
Well, is limbo like almost like purgatory?
Yeah,
so kind of like it's between.
It's like the first level of hell, basically. It's like between hell and hell.
Yeah, but of course I do like how he says, "Why not make the most of it?" So he's gonna rule it.
That's he's gonna rule it. He might even make it a good place, like a
better place to live.
Like, seriously, because he's already gone through his arc. He can create whatever arc he wants to now.
And he's not dead. He's not dead.
No, not at all. And he won't die.
To see more of this. They ought to continue.
Yeah, they should do more stories like this, though.
They should.
Stand retconning and can't. But it's like, to me, it's just like, if it's a fun book and if you like it, the story you shouldn't have to be like, oh, that's a retcon story. It should just be like, oh, that doesn't follow the main story. Right. But it I don't know. I feel like
you can always write a character back in.
Yeah, I would say I like how Nikolai, he leaves the sword.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
because he doesn't want it. He said he hates hell and Limbo just as much as he hates Wolverine. So of course he left the sword.
Right.
In the first Red Dead Revolver game, it was like one of the first heroes that, like, after what needs to be done, he just walks away.
Yeah, right.
He has a bunch of gold. He could have kept robbing trains and killing people, but he just walked away. He just said deuces and left.
Yep. And I also liked how even Sabretooth said, "Nuh-uh, can't blame me on this one, Runt."
Yeah, right, though.
Yeah.
No, you did this one to yourself, buddy. It's like, you killed his papa, not me.
I always feel like I like Sabretooth, like, when I don't see him in comic books, and then I read
You remember how much of a bastard he is.
I hate him. He's the worst.
I like his design. I don't like how he's written a lot of the times.
Well, the fact that he kills... Yeah, because he comes by and kills people Wolverine loves every year on his birthday just to torture him.
Just to mess with him. Just to
Like
be
happy
a jerk.
birthday.
Right, just to be a jerk.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, the fact we finally see what happens when he gets his claws out without just pulling it out. Just like,
yes, I know.
Because we've seen
I love
that so many times. He did that to the Colossus, but to see
right.
what he does, what he could do next, it's like, oh.
Yeah, right. To actually see the segmented head.
I have a question. If Wolverine had a best friend in all of the universes, even like crossover, who would it be?
Nightcrawler.
I could see that.
Yeah. Nightcrawler's always been his bestest friend. Always.
Yeah. But like no matter like even if like it's not a friendship they've ever used or anything.
Yeah, she's not talking
oh, yeah. So you're asking something that hasn't happened but could happen, is what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, okay, honestly, Nightcrawler. There's obviously a reason he they are best friends.
One they haven't done, but I feel they could. Whenever they did the old Marvel DC crossover, but should have, is Batman. They did the whole Dark Claw, but they never had the two actually interact.
Right, though.
That would be
cool.
Amazing.
I actually think Magneto too. I feel like they are better friends. Like every time they're seen together, it's like they're better friends than they let on.
Better idea. Red Hood.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
Jason and Wolverine, I think, would get along.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think Raven too, because he likes the magical characters.
Raven,
and he likes the technopaths and shit.
Yeah. By the way, you know that in the Death Battle they revealed that Raven could actually take out Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that sounds correct though, because Raven is actually insane.
But she's always holding back. She's always holding
right. Yeah. When she's fully powered, like she's still holding back. So, like, to see her actually unleash all of her power, she would just delete everything.
Yeah, she would, and that was the big surprise to everyone. Even Death Battle admit, well, they were working it. They were expecting, this is going to go to Phoenix, but they looked and they realized, no,
it's
going to go to Raven.
Check that one out because I did watch one of those Death Battles the other day.
Doomslayer versus Master Chief. When obvious, it was still awesome.
Yeah, I did watch that. That one is very obvious. Doomslayer deletes,
but
Doomslayer clears.
Chief though kills Doom Guy, hands down. Just regular Doom Guy. Doom Guy has no chance.
Yeah, Doomslayer.
No, it's the
clears.
You know what's really one of my favorite video game conspiracies is that it's one of the either Doom Guy or Master Chief is actually Link survived from all this crazy. I gotta find
that
the
would
video.
Be funny if Doom was basically like
unfortunately, both of them have a set early days. Even the Vagity of Doom Guy still has something set in something that would not work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up
hell,
and because I know I'm getting the characters wrong,
it could
but
be.
I want to send it.
Yeah, because Master Chief already has his origin being John and everything as a kid, and in the case of Doom Guy, we at least know that his father was Commander Keen and his grandfather was B.J. Blazkowicz.
Yeah,
and then I'm thinking of the wrong people. That's all.
But still, that would be a funny one.
I can see
Master Chief was Link.
I could see a character from Dark Souls being Link.
I could see that,
or Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim for sure could be Link.
But overall though, what would you guys give this story?
I think this was actually like a 10 out of 10 for me. It's got dinosaurs. It's got dinosaurs. It's got Sabretooth looking all G, but getting sliced up like a punk.
The Gore.
Right. It's got Limbo. The panels with the sword and Limbo alone are worth the comic, honestly. Like, I love the artwork in those few pages. The freaking "You're in my seat." That's perfect.
You're in my seat. Perfect way to end it. What about you, Steph?
I only give it a 9
All right.
Well, okay, wait.
I get it.
Are we ever gonna see more of this?
No, that's what. Well, this is too. It ended too recent. They ended too recently, so never say never.
Right.
Okay,
It could come back at some point.
If it ever does come back, it gets a 10. But it gets a 9.45.
Because
there isn't more.
Yeah, there isn't more.
Right.
So it is. It's really good. I wish the writing was a little bit better, but it's Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna expect
And it's just it's mindless fun.
Yeah, right though.
Yes.
And it's him going in and being barbaric.
I really have enjoyed all the stuff that Wolverine has been in the team ups or anything, because I am really a noob. I only know my stuff from you guys, so it's I like.
You should check out what me and Ray did a while back, going over Wolverine versus Predator.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. I was gonna.
You'll like that.
I didn't get to though.
You'll like it. It was a good one.
I started watching the stream with you and Tris when you just did the leaks about the Predator movies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it. Yep.
I hope that actually does continue, like the female Predator story, the human one, like the.
Yep.
I hope that's what they're doing, because that's kind of what it seemed like.
I hope so too. But yeah, I mean, there's so much, and it's all the stuff that Ray's told me about. I mean, I'm going to keep getting him on for the Predator comics. He is my default go-to for Predator stuff, because
he knows his stuff with Predator.
Big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to have you guys on with me. Thank you too for joining me. Thank you everyone else, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Thank you for having us. Bye.